We start, as always, with our top takeaways on the game, and for that, we'll start with the captain, Kelvin Eafon. Wildcats win it 81-59. K.
Yeah, the Wildcats came out, man, with a crazy. They were just really focused, man, ready to go at the beginning of this game. The energy was just through the roof. The defense just was just alive, man. I mean, it looked like they weren't even going to be able to score, 50 points for the game the way that these guys were playing. But, man, Braden Berries, again, I was sitting there thinking to myself, I said, if he keep playing like this and they win the championship, he will be the MVP of the tournament because, man, he's just looking unstoppable out there. But, yeah, just great defense overall and great focus to start the game.
J.W. Madden, your thoughts on an 81-59 win by the Wildcats over Central Florida?
Yeah, very businesslike. I liked what Coach Lloyd said in his post-game press conference that maybe the lactic acids took some time to get the legs got warmed up. I mean, obviously we know UCF just played yesterday. A little bit of a slow start for them. 8 points, about 12 minutes into that first half. But they made a valiant comeback. Some interesting issues with some injuries on their side as well. But as far as, there was a little bit of a lull there in the middle. I think Arizona missed 7 or 8 consecutive shots. Obviously, we're going to talk a lot about the missing 7 or 8 consecutive free throws. But, yeah, spirited effort to start. Games like this, tournaments like this, you're going to find situations like that 8-minute stretch where it just wasn't going well for the Cats. There was also a period where UCF made 6 or 7 straight shots in a row themselves. Those are all things you can clean up. So definitely good film for the coaching staff. Good game, really spirited opponent. We know the Knights are, we're trying to get one more big win to convince the selection committee on Sunday. We all think they're in, but that's a good squad. Don't forget that Arizona had a double-digit lead at home, right, in the first half and in the second half. In Orlando, and UCF came back from both those big leads that Arizona had in the first matchup between these two teams. So wasn't expecting them to go away and lie down. At the end of the day, Arizona closed it out, made the right plays down the stretch, and got the big win to move on to Iowa State.
Yeah, again, my top takeaways, guys, just the start to this, you want this team to start fast, and they did so at the defensive end, confounding UCF, who missed 18 of their first 21 shots in this game, including 9 in a row, 5 in a row to start, and then 9 more in a row. In that stretch, Wildcats, on the other hand, made 13 of their first 21 shots in this game. And when you jump on somebody quickly like that, you can really take their heart away. You mentioned there was we knew going in, just from the availability report, Riley Kugel was on it. He got into some foul trouble, maybe had something going on there as well, and was not a factor at all in this game. Jamichael Stillwell, those are two guys you figured if UCF was going to have a chance would be big. They combined to go 3 for 12 in this game, so the Wildcats were effectively able to take them out of it. I was concerned with the amount of slippage that I saw early in this game. And I don't know, I don't know what they're doing in between these games. I don't know maybe if they wipe the floor down, how
what do
they're
they call
doing
it? Zamboni for
yeah,
ice.
Zamboni
for glass.
Yeah, I don't know, because it seemed like I didn't see the slippage in the second half that I saw in the first half. But I was concerned at times. There was the one drive on the left side by Braden where he kind of slipped and went down awkwardly. There was the drive by Bradley where he got hammered going to the line. It looked like he slipped and kind of fell into the defender there and got hit early. So I was not as concerned as the game went on, but I was a little bit concerned by some of the slipping that I saw early in that game. And I don't think I'm pretty sure the players got a directive from Tommy Lloyd not to discuss it. Do not talk about it, because there's nothing we can do about it, whether we like it or not. Just don't say anything negative about the floor, whether you like it or you don't like it. I'm pretty sure they probably got that directive from the inside.
That's what I said on the show yesterday, is that there must have been a memo from the Big 12 League office, right? Because obviously, if people don't know listening, this is the first sanctioned basketball games ever played on this court. They used this kind of thing for the NBA All-Star game a couple years back, but they've never played, let alone Big 12 late season tournament games. And so the safety of the athletes is always paramount. It's most important, Kelvin, that the Arizona Wildcats, the Iowa State Cyclones, the Kansas Jayhawks et al. Are healthy going into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and like DK said, I saw slippage in the first half, but what I thought was the guys adjusted. I think, a lot of times as a player, you play on courts and they're slippery, and then you start figuring out how to make sure you're not sliding all over the place. I think that's what happened there. You got these guys are great athletes, and I just think they adjusted.
We used to play basketball in the snow when I lived in Oregon, but we didn't dribble because you can't dribble in a blizzard. We called it radar.
We played
ball.
in the sand. We played in the sand in Dallas, in Sand Branch, where I used to be from. We was in the sand, so you couldn't dribble in that either, DK.
Yeah.
And J does.
Yeah, and you get a ball, Kelvin, you get on the playground.
Is
you
that
get
all
balls.
passing? Is that like all passing when you play in the sand?
More shooting. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, a lot of give and goes and throwing lobs. Like, we used to have fun. I think that playing in that sand, I think increased my vertical.
Oh, man. Did I ever tell you my give and go story? When I first learned basketball, I was at a park in California, and the coach said, give and go. He was a foreign guy. He said, give and go. And I had no idea what he was talking about, so I gave him the ball and I left.
Nice.
That's my give and go story.